Hey guys, I'm Joanne, and you are listening to The Raw Reality. Today, I have a special guest, and that is my husband. We're going to do some Q&As about our daughter's Emma's autism. So you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Hong. I'm Emma's father.
First time being on this podcast. Thank you for joining.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Hope everybody's doing good out there.
Okay, so let's start with the first question. What were some of the things you noticed in Emma that prompted you to have her screened for autism? You can go first.
Sure. Well, what I noticed from our daughter Emma was how she always organized her food into like specific pile before eating. That was something that kind of made me think. That was kind of weird actually. Let me rephrase that. That was kind of weird because like growing up, I have two a niece and two nephew, and I usually babysit them, so I know how kind of kids react, or not react, but how kids are, as in when they eat their food or how they play with their toys. That's one thing I noticed about Emma was she has a bucket of toys that she has, like gifts from uncles and aunties that she has, and whenever she played with her toys, she would dump all her toys out before playing with it, and she'll put it in a pile, and she started playing. And I kind of noticed that was kind of strange. Like, why would she do that? But I thought it was nothing. I just thought that's how she liked to play her toys, or that's how she was organized like that. So I was thinking that, dang, we have an organized child.
Yeah.
So I thought in my head, and that's what I noticed from Emma. And at first it was something that I thought was nothing serious, but now these days you have YouTube, you have Google, and watch other kids that on YouTube on kids that have autism, and that's something. One of the things that they do is like they'll put their food in a certain pile for the eat, or they organize their food on their plate, or separate their food. Like if you we give Emma like rice and like sausage or like smokies. What she'll do is she'll put her smokies on one side and her rice ball on one side before she'll eat them. She'll eat like her rice first, then she'll eat her smoky last. Which that's pretty normal. That's pretty normal to me. But all types of food she does that, so we know it's like I kind of figured like something is.
Yeah, she wants her food to be separate. Like, it cannot touch each other.
Yeah, and so that's what I noticed.
So, I'm gonna answer this question. I had a niece who was born 2 weeks before our daughter, Emma. My sister and I, at the time, we shared updates about our daughter's milestones. My niece was reaching milestones after milestones while our daughter, Emma, struggled. She wasn't speaking any words. She was only babbling. She couldn't follow simple one-step instructions like please give me the book or like please give me the toy. She wouldn't answer. She also couldn't point out to a picture or an object and name what it was. Even if I pointed to a photo or held up an item, she couldn't say what it was either. Emma didn't comprehend anything. She was also unaware of her surroundings and not knowing any dangers. She used to always put unedible things in her mouth, like a crayon or a marker. I remember she was having a hard time eating solid foods, and she's always throwing food on the ground. I mean, she still does today, but not as crazy as before,
Not bad.
Yeah. She does dump, all her toys out of the bin before she starts playing. She does the same, her fruity snacks. She does that. Like, it has to, like, she'll just dump everything out, like all her gummy bears, and then she'll give us the wrapper. I remember Emma was hella hard to put to sleep too.
Don't mean to cut you off, but
Didn't come out.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I have to defend Emma.
Yeah.
But throwing food on the ground, honestly, I believe she learned that from daycare. I don't think that was from autism. It could be from autism, but she went to daycare, and one day when I was telling you, I came there to pick her up early, and just to come in, just to sneak in, just to see what they're doing and how the daycare was, and I noticed that there were a bunch of kids, like I guess it was like their snack time, and they were sitting there eating. And I noticed that a lot of them was throwing food on the ground and picking it up too.
Yeah.
And I think Emma learned that from them, from the daycare. Ain't trying to throw no daycare name out there. It was they're really nice. I think they're better than kindergarten. Was too many kids. There was like 10 teachers to one teacher. That's that right? 10 teachers to one teacher. No, I mean 10 kids to one teacher.
Well, we're not really exact, but then like there
No,
was
there
a
was
lot of
that. I
kids.
picked that.
That's all I'll
I
say.
picked them up. I pick Emma up every day from daycare. So I
Yeah.
know. I see a lot of kids in the room.
Yeah, there wasn't enough teacher.
Yeah, wasn't enough. And I don't blame. I mean, it's hard, you know. I know it's like, you know, a lot of parents, like in the morning when I drop off Emma to daycare, I see a lot of parents do the same thing too, drop off kids to daycare and, you know, go to work.
Yeah.
As what we have to do. Like, you know, I have to drop Emma off and rush off and try to be home and be work at 8. Luckily, you know, we were still working remotely still. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
so I have to defend Emma on that one. I don't think it's because autism, but it could be one of the.
Could be.
Could be.
I don't know. Is any other kids are like that? I don't know. Let us know.
Well, like I
She's
was
the only
saying,
one.
like growing up with a niece and 2 nephews, and when I babysit them, I know it's like, you know, they were. I guess you could say they're normal kids, you know.
Yeah.
The normal kids, and they'll go play with the toy, and they'll play with the toys. Like with Emma, that's one thing I noticed about our daughter is she would play with her toys, get very bored of it, and she would throw it or get mad and just didn't want to play with it no more.
Yeah, we put her into daycare when she was 1 year old.
She was
Yeah,
one.
that's when I.
Honestly, I feel like that was the worst mistake ever. Put her in daycare. I mean, it could be worse. It could be good because if we didn't put her in daycare, we would never get the
screening.
The screening
We
done.
wouldn't have thought about it. But then our pediatrician, they would have let us. I mean, they were gonna let us know regardless. I think, but it wasn't time yet.
I mean, everything happened for a reason in life. I think God prepared to let us know so we can find a resource and service for her. And you know, I believe that that God gives us time to do it to make sure we take care of Emma and which, you know, we are doing.
Mm-hmm. Next question is, how old was Emma when she was diagnosed? What was your response to her diagnosis and how did you feel? She was 2 years old. I was honestly speechless and didn't really say much besides saying, oh, okay, what's next? I was taking care of Ella, so my mind was just all over the place. I felt sad for Emma's future. The diagnosis made it feel real though. I went through a grief knowing that we won't be having a normal parenting experience. We would have to now educate ourselves, learn new ways to handle things, and Emma has to learn ways to cope with her autism. I also want our daughter to live the normal life without people judging, because there will always be people who don't understand and may think you're not good at parenting when your child behaves a certain way, or assume your child doesn't care based on how they act. It's unfortunately common for people to misunderstand autism and judge based on appearances or stereotypes. Autism is a spectrum disorder, meaning individuals can present with a wide range of strengths and challenges. Just because someone physically looks normal in the public eye doesn't mean they don't have autism, nor does it invalidate the struggles they face. What do you think about this question?
That's a deep question because
What was your response?
remember? I remember telling the psychologist that the scenario that they were doing with Emma was really fast, and one of the scenario was like the psychologist was taking a bath for a doll, or showing Emma, she was showering a doll.
Oh yeah.
And I told the psychologist that you know, Emma she never do that. She never did that before, as in shower a doll to know, you know what I mean, to shower the doll, and how she, you know, everything was so fast. I just felt that it was really unfair, and
I think she did that because, sorry to cut you off. I think
we're even now.
Yeah, we're even. No, I think because she was trying to do is she want to see if Emma would pay attention, following
Yeah.
directions. That's what it is.
So
Emma, she never
play with
a doll,
Like
like showering, you know, like had
And,
the items to
it could be
shower.
our fault too.
We
Like,
didn't
you know
show
what I
her
mean? We don't
that.
show her, but we take her. We we give her a bath and stuff. So that was something that she should know, but she doesn't know that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just felt like that was kind of unfair, and I did speak my mind to the psychologist, but I come to realize that she did that so Emma can see Emma can follow instruction.
Yeah.
Which
She didn't follow.
She doesn't know how to follow instruction.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the first question that we was talking about.
Which one?
About what we noticed about Emma.
Oh yeah.
And I just want to notice that yeah, it was her speech too. Her speech was
She didn't speak much.
She didn't speak much, and we have other family members. I mean, we have older brothers and sisters and little sisters saying that that's just normal. Just give them time and they'll grow, and you know what I mean. And I had a nephew. I have a little nephew that he's 21 right now. He's 21 right now, and he was going through stages when he was little, like he couldn't speak, and till he was like 4 year old, and so we have all these family members telling us things, so we just thought that this was normal. But Emma didn't talk she didn't talk. I mean,
she didn't talk until
pretty much recently.
No, I think 2. You know how we try to teach her how to say some words before she was diagnosed. Did she talk like she knows like single words, only like cat, dog, like all the simple words, but not like a lot of words how she speaks now.
Yeah, not words now.
Yeah,
so.
But that was a struggle with her because she cannot
tell
us things.
Yeah, I just felt that it was rushed. It was very rushed at the exam. Is it? Can you call that exam or
evaluation?
Evaluation.
Yeah.
I just thought it was really rushed evaluation. I just felt like, to me, it just felt like they just want to hurry up and let's go get her out, and they'll go ahead and judge what they want to judge about our daughter, which they don't, So that's how I felt. I just felt like it was rushed, and I did take my mind to the psychologist, but to sit back and think about it, they are psychologists. I mean, they know what they're doing, and our daughter doesn't know how to follow instruction, and that was a little thing that they can catch what we couldn't catch. I mean, we catch it, but we just, we just thought, wait, oh, she's still young. You know what I mean? And after all that, when I had a chance to reflect on everything, I felt overwhelmed with sadness. That day when I came home, you don't even know, I couldn't even sleep all night. I was like sleeping, like I couldn't even sleep. I was just laying there like, dang.
Our firstborn.
But I just want her to grow to be as normal as possible. That's what I want our daughter to grow, because I just thought it was unfair. That she had to go through this, and maybe never know. Maybe in a couple of years, and out there with all the service and all the help we have. She might just one day click, everything's going to be our special child.
Yeah, I wonder if, like, the evaluation are they normally quick like that? I wonder, because I don't know how other parents experience or seen it, like.
I mean, 2 hours, you think 2 hours is quick, then I don't know. That's pretty long. 2 hours.
It was long, but then I'm talking about, like, the evaluation, like they do one thing after another, like hella quick, like not giving her time to play with certain toys or teach her how to do this.
I think they have a technique. That's why they did that, because so they can see if she can comprehend fast enough, and because Emma she does take time on everything she does. She does. So I don't know, is it because her brain is not comprehending what to do or how to put things together, or so that's why they did that. I mean, they rushed, because I think a kid should automatically catch on quick, catch on quick, because like Emma, she doesn't have no fear, she has no fear.
She's Emma. All right, next question. Looking back, what observable behaviors made you realize the autism diagnosis was accurate? We were facing more new behaviors with Emma. Emma was having trouble communicating and gets frustrated when we didn't know what she wanted. She's peeling stickers and labels off of everything. She's tearing papers into tiny pieces. She tears her food into pieces when she's not hungry. Like, she'll just mess around with it. She puts food on her face. I don't know why she does that. I remember she always steals her grandma's cane and run away with it. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was so frustrated. Like, she all messed with her grandma all the time. There was a lot of behavior. Emma needed a lot of help with her behavior and communication. For her being diagnosed with autism, I feel it's accurate, because, her behavior is not usual. It's more complicated.
Well, it's kind of hard to say too, is because we don't know anybody that has autism.
Yeah, we don't know anyone.
And we don't know how autism is. See, when I think about autism, I think of, I'm trying to be, I want to say this correctly. I don't want to say something that kind of like might offend someone, but when I think of autism, I always think that a kid that is handicapped. You know what I mean? But I am so totally wrong about that, because autism, there's so many levels of autism out there. Emma has been diagnosed of it, and we did research on autism. Autism is there's many stages of autism.
3 stages.
Yeah, and we don't. I mean, I don't know nothing about autism.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about autism. I don't know nobody that had friends or family members that have kids that have autism. I know friends and family that kids that have disability, just like born with no limb. And so that question right there is pretty hard to answer, because Emma went through a lot of stage. That what we see.
Like
the tantrum, the running, like she'll just take off and run, elopement, and she just like, she has no fear.
No fear.
That was scary right there. So
she thinks everyone is your friend.
Yeah, that was very scary too. She thinks everyone's her friend, and she's not.
Remember the hospital?
The hospital, yeah. When we took her to get the blood work. Yeah, we was waiting because we had an appointment, but we still had to get our number at Kaiser to get our blood work. And Emma doesn't sit still when we go out, so that's why we haven't gone out in the last couple of years, because we better go out, because
barely go out in public.
Because we have fear of her running off. There's a lot of fears. Running off, run out to the street or something. Like, we go out, might get hit by a car, I'll get kidnapped. So there's a lot of fear going out. Actually, fear is 1 and 2 is a lot of work. A lot of just.
We tried a few times, like going to the zoo. It was
okay,
in her own stroller.
She was strapped in a stroller though. That's not.
Yeah, we had to push her around. If we stay still, she would want to get out.
Yeah,
we cannot.
She does not want to sit still. We don't mind her getting out, but if she can get out, she'll take off running.
She'll push you off.
Yeah, that's one thing I was afraid of, is everybody's like her friend, Everybody's like her friend. She thinks everybody's her friend, and that could be dangerous sometimes too. We don't want her to get lured. That's one. And the time that you were talking about the hospital, when she was getting her blood work, and she took off running. A couple of the custodian at Kaiser was pushing a big barrel, like a wagon barrel, I think they went to go collect like trash can or dump trash, and she was running towards it, and it's a big trash can, which the custodian, they can't see when they're pushing it, and Emma's like, what, 28 inches, not even 3 feet at the time, 26 inches, and she was running straight toward them. They could have just ran her over, and
you were running chasing after her.
Yeah, I had to chase after her, and the customer service desk would yell at the custodian, say, "Hey, stop!" And they finally stopped, and I finally catch up to Emma, and I grabbed her. I can't run fast. I limp in one side, so when I run, I'm pretty much hopping.
For those who don't know, my husband had a stroke, so he's still dealing with his stroke effects.
Yeah, I have a chronic numbness on the left side of my body, and numbness on my left leg, which I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. So when I walk, it's not even. So when I walk, chasing a 2-year-old who can just run fast, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, you've been through a lot.
Yeah, all right. That'll be for the next episode, my testimony.
Time. Oh yeah. for sure. All right, next question is, what were some of the programs and supports that you used to help her grow and develop? We have ABA therapy, which stands for Applied Behavior Analysis. They teach us techniques and gives us weekly homework to achieve specific goals. ABA helps with learning new skills, reducing challenging behaviors, and building positive behaviors. We have speech therapy, where they focus on communication using play-based therapy and visual aids. And then lastly, we have behavioral therapy. They help in specific behavioral challenges and development delays. So all these therapies have been helping a lot. Though it does take time to see progress, but so far what we see with Emma, she's doing good.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
Because what they show us to help Emma, it's a blessing. Because it works.
It works. Yep.
That's what they do. I mean, especially ABA. I really don't know what you call them. We always call them teachers because
We would call them teachers.
they're pretty much like they teach us to teach Emma, and you know.
They're like behavioral therapists.
Yeah. I guess you could say that, right? They're behavioral therapists.
Yeah, they're like all therapists. Right?
Oh, they're awesome. They
There's be struggles along the way, but there will be improvement.
there's big improvement with Emma, and you know, I hope that she keep improving and keep on excelling. I can tell because she's saying things more. She's saying things. She's speaking more. She knows things now. She tells us when she wants to eat.
Yep.
And what she want to eat, tell us what she want to drink. So that's great, you know. Those are all good things, positive things that I noticed by Emma. Remember when she was born, when she was growing, we don't know what she want. You know what I mean? She never tell us. She couldn't speak.
Yeah.
And let us know what she want to eat, what she drink, and it was hard. And she was losing weight too. Remember she was losing weight? It was like, dang.
We were having a hard time feeding her.
And
she's very picky with the
very
food.
picky.
She only eats certain foods that she likes.
So that was one of the concerns, was losing weight. She was losing weight. Now she's starting to put back weight now. I weighed her last week. She was about 30.8 pounds. I'm surprised. I was shocked. And she's gaining weight now. She's eating more now because she know what she wants to eat now. We still need to try and get her to eat meat, but she's getting there.
We have a hard time feeding her meat. The only meat she can eat is processed meat, which is like chicken nuggets.
That processed meat from McDonald's.
From McDonald's, yeah.
No, we give her chicken breast. That's not processed meat. Chicken nugget breast
from Costco.
From Costco.
Oh yeah. We okay, yeah. Am I wrong?
She love hot dogs. That's processed
dog.
though. She love hot dogs. She love smoky.
Little smoky. She can't eat like a drumstick chicken.
No.
She can't eat no beef. Can't eat no burger. No spaghetti. Her noodles has to be plain. Can't have nothing on there. Same for rice. You can put soy sauce in it. She knows soy sauce, but she cannot eat fried rice or chow mein veggies on it.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, with chow mein, you take the noodles on that only. With all the veggies and meat she won't eat.
We have a 10-month-old Ella.
She's
everything. When Emma was 10 months, she couldn't eat solids, not as much. She ate purees, I remember, but then when it comes to like solid, couldn't, dude.
No, she was drinking a lot of milk.
Gallons
of milk. Yeah, gallons of milk.
She drinks a gallon a week.
A week, yeah.
I don't know if that's normal or not.
That's not normal. I mean, our goal was trying to feed her, but she just wouldn't want to eat.
Yeah, it's not normal. Yeah. We didn't feed her that much.
We waste so much food. I would just make her 3-4 type of food.
Yeah.
And see which one she'll like, and sometimes she'll like none of them. We end up have to eat it or give to grandma to eat it.
Yeah.
And grandma eat everything.
Yeah. Her main favorites is rice and noodles.
Steamed rice.
And noodles.
And noodles.
And French fries.
Yeah, French fry.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
Okay, so next question is, what was the biggest obstacle you have overcome in Emma's life? Which we already kind of answered already. So one of the biggest obstacles we have overcome is communication. We now understand what Emma wants. She may not ask us in full sentences, but she tells us what she wants. Like she'll say, I'm hungry. And, she'll name kind of foods that she wants to eat. Or she would say thirsty, meaning, she wants a drink. Before therapy, it was extremely challenging. We did not know what she wanted. She would always cry, so that we had to keep on guessing and bringing everything out what we think she wants. It was hard dealing with the nonverbal child at the time. So, I'm glad that we passed the stage now. Like, she tells us everything what she wants. She even told us she went number 2.
Yeah, and a lot of not training, but a lot of keeping in the same routine, showing her routine that we do. We keep telling her, well, every time you need to go to number 2, you need to tell us. And it's so funny is she would tell us number 2, but she would never tell us number 1. That's weird.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah, but she improved a lot. So we went through a lot of obstacles for sure. In the beginning, it was hard. It was just like we don't know what to expect, and we don't know what she like, and everything we buy for her, she don't like. There's certain things she don't like, and now it's like certain things she like, but we want her to explore more stuff. More other. There's so many good food out there, and she ain't got like seafood already.
We gave her a shrimp tempura.
Shrimp tempura.
She looked at us so funny.
Like we're crazy.
Yeah. So funny. I love seafood. She has your genes.
I don't like seafood because it's just every time I eat it, I get itchy. So I just I'd rather stay away from it.
All right. Next question is: how did your autistic child react with the other sibling? Okay. So when our youngest daughter, Ella, was born the week before Emma turned 2, Emma knew we had a baby, but she didn't realize it was her sister. She was probably thinking at the time, like, who is that? And then she went back to living her regular life. For real. And then as soon as, Emma began seeing her every day, she eventually understood that, we had a new addition to the family. We kept Emma from getting too close to her baby sister because she didn't understand at the time that, her sister was not like her baby dolls where she could just pick her up and just drag her around and, throw her around. And hit them. So once Ella starts sitting up on her own, Emma became more comfortable and play with her baby sister here and there and then, follow her around. There were behaviors that we didn't like, but we knew they were due to her autism. As of now, Emma is almost 3 and her little sister is almost 1. Emma plays fight with her just like any other siblings would. Ella doesn't talk yet. Says she's only 10 months old, but she does scream when Emma takes something away from her. Like she'll let you know. She had these 2 hands fist and just like scream, like do like a couple scream and look at us or look at her, showing that she's frustrated, that she'll let you know that she's mad. So Emma, she doesn't know how to share yet. My husband and I always have to keep an eye on Emma because the moment we look away, she might be doing something to her sister that we wouldn't even like. It's frustrating at times, but we're working on it. But on the bright side, Emma does have a sweet side of her. She knows how to make her sister laugh out loud. It's super cute. She mimics her sister, like crawling and pretending to cry like a baby. Emma also looks out for her sister. For example, when Ella does something she shouldn't, Emma would tell us on her or stand in front of her saying, "Don't touch." Also, Emma loves getting the same attention and affection we give Ella. Like, for example, I'm giving kisses to Ella and then Emma will come to me and say, "My turn, my turn." Yeah.
That's so cute.
That's so cute.
Emma can be a little bit rough sometimes. Now that Emma and Ella, they see each other every day now, so Emma kind of know that that's her sister now. But we always have to remind her, hey, that's Sissy, your little sister. Be nice, be nice. Emma has her sweet moment with Ella. She has her me moment. Because sometimes she thinks that we spoil Ella and not her, and she wants everything. That's one thing about Emma too, is she wants everything is hers. She don't realize that we have to take care of both of them. Eventually, Ella's gonna grow up and Ella's gonna defend herself.
Next question is, what is your favorite part about being Emma's parent? I'd say it's definitely an experience. Being a parent makes me feel grateful, blessed, and humbled. Parenthood comes with hard work, challenges, and rewards. I want to teach her everything and be there for her every step of the way. And I just can't wait to see many years to come.
Oh yeah, definitely is a blessing. For sure. Seeing them crawl, first step, first talk. Oh man, it's a blessing. It's like God's child, So
yep.
I just feel totally blessed. She's a part of us, She's one of us. I wouldn't change it for anything.
This is the last question. What advice would you offer to parents who have recently become a part of the autism club or have a tough time looking at the positives of autism? I would say surround yourself with supportive individuals who understand and respect your child's diagnosis. You're not alone in this journey, and there are people who understand what you're going through. Parenting on this journey is tough. It's a separate path what the child is going through. The first diagnosis of autism will be difficult, but it does get easier. It can be hurtful and invalidating when others don't recognize or understand the complexities of autism and the challenges your child may experience. But remember, you know your child's best and you are the expert on their needs and experiences.
Yes, you nailed it right there. Let me add something else is just be patient. Every day is going to be something different. And just know that there's a lot of platforms out there too that you can ask for assistance or learn from others that is going through this too, and get tips and take one day at a time. You'll get through it. And just make sure get all the support and help you need. And it could be rough. It's a blessing though. It's a blessing to see them overcome what they're going through and what they're learning, and it's a true blessing.
Yep. All right. That's all the questions for now. I wanted to share this Bible verse. It's Jeremiah 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. All right, guys. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you in my next episode. Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good one. Have a blessed one.